Hi Anti-Society, welcome back to the Antisocial Planet, and today we are checking out IU's Love Wins All. So I have a sneaking suspicion that this song is gonna ruin me, which is why I was putting off listening to it. But in my procrastination, I had someone in my Discord ask me to make a video about it. So that's why we're here, okay? I'm making this for you guys because I was asked. However, I have a very strong feeling that this is gonna get me. I've just been waiting for a time when I was in like the right headspace for it. Now, we're gonna listen to the song with the lyrics first and then get into the MV. I think I might be okay for the music. Maybe famous last words. It's the MV that really worries me. The MV seems to be where people are getting a little bit overwhelmed with emotion. So we're gonna listen to the song first. So hopefully that is at least a little bit of a buffer for that for me. But I love IU, so I'm very excited to listen to the song regardless of that. So let's get into the lyric video first. Okay, now even though I said I don't think that the song itself's gonna make me cry, I do have tissues within reach because I don't trust IU to not get me in my feelings. So she's gonna sound gorgeous. Okay, let's just listen to the song first. Oh gosh, it's piano. I'm feeling less confident about not crying. Why do I already feel emotional? Okay.
Dearest darling, my universe, 날 데려가 줄래? 나의 이 가난한 상상력으론 떠올릴 수 없는 곳으로.
Oh my gosh, I already have shivers and I feel emotional. I felt emotional with just the piano, but then her voice coming in, just so light, so breathy. The lyrics, oh my god. Like the idea of like, to a place I can't dream with my poor imagination. Just like the image of that, of like, I can't even get to a imaginary place that includes you anymore because like I can't picture it. That's so sad.
Dearest darling, my universe, 날 데려가 줄래?
Those vocal slides.
상상력으론 떠올릴 수 없는 곳으로.
Maybe it's positive, like it's such a good place she can't imagine.
From Mars to Mars, 꼭 같이 가줄래? 그곳이 어디든 오랜 외로움 그 반대말을 찾아서 어떤 실수로 이토록 우리는 함께일까?
Oh, I got shivers again. I love how she was like, she went into like a lower range, so she was getting more closure there. So like super breathy, light vocals. And then when she went into that lower range, she was getting way more closure there. The lyrics are heartbreaking. Like I'm just like sitting here being like, oh my god. Like some of the imagery in it that's just gorgeous. I am not surviving this MV. Oh no. Oh no. Like I was like, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be terrible. Like I'm not gonna do well. I don't even know what it's about. I just know that V is in it, which is gonna make it worse for me because if something happens to him, like if something happens to her, if something happens to him, I'm going to have a full-on crying moment. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, she sounds so good. I knew she would, but she sounds so lovely. And it's like just piano.
어떤 실수로 이토록 우리는 함께일까? 세상에게서 도망쳐 run on 나와 저 끝까지 가줘 my lover 나쁜 결말일까? 길 잃은 우리 둘
No, oh my gosh, the way that she flipped up there and then that like where she was doing that whole like little vocal right at the end of that line there. I have shivers like through this whole thing. Her voice is so beautiful. And I love when she gets into like the lower part of her range, and she just really digs into that darker tone and then switching into this light, airy. Like, she's doing a wonderful job of having these moments where she has a ton of closure to her voice. There's a little more strength to it. But then other parts where she's really lightening up her voice and it sounds so delicate and like fragile. So like shifting between those two emotions of like having this deep, almost like guttural emotion to what's happening, and then these moments of fragility, and it's just so beautiful. Like, I could listen to her voice forever, honestly. Like, it's ridiculous how talented she is. Like, it's making me tongue-tied.
세상에게서도 많처럼 나와 저 끝까지 가줘 my lover 나쁜 결말일까
Gorgeous.
우리 둘 부서지도록 나를 꼭 안아 더 사랑이 내게 임하죠 lover love is a love is a love 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 love
Okay, I love like the violins coming, but like there where she was like building, and then it was her lightening up at the end of all of that. Like, just the way that she is putting like emotion into her voice, but also like tension. And I think that that's what makes this contrast between these moments of having a lot of closure in her vocal cords and then having these lighter moments, is that it builds this tension between these two like opposing sounds that she has, that I think just fits with like the emotional turmoil I feel like as part of this. Even this like crush me in your arms, like, has this feeling of like holding on too tight, like it's wanting to kind of collapse into someone, and just heartbreaking and gorgeous, and just I just need a second, you know?
더 사랑이 내게 임하죠 lover love is a love is a love 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 love
Beautiful. Oh, the instrumental is gorgeous too. I love the piano melody in it.
결국 그럼에도 어째서 우리는 서로일까 세상에게서도 많처럼 나와 저 끝까지 가줘 my lover 나쁜 결말일까 길을 우리
I still get shivers. Ooh, okay, we're changing a little bit. I still get shivers at this part, but even like, will it be a bad ending for us? You know, it has this feeling of it's almost like star-crossed lovers kind of feeling, like saying like, I don't know if this will work. I don't know if we'll end up together. Like, it says go to the end. Like, is that going to be this end of a whole lifetime together, or is that just like when everything falls apart with this relationship? You know, it has this feeling of, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if this will work. I don't know if what we have is something that will last, or that is even good for us, or that is secure in any way, but I want to see what happens, right? Like, it's this feeling of having such a deep feeling and love for someone that you're willing to just go for it and be like, I can't stand the idea of what if I don't try, which I think is where like the heartbreak and turmoil comes from. It is like the being unsure of how it'll turn out, but being absolutely certain that love is there, right? Like, knowing how you feel about this person, even though you're not sure if it's like something that'll work out or is even like good for the two of you. And it's such a gorgeous ballad with like, I feel like such a tumultuous like content into it. Like, I feel like a lot of the times when you have like a love ballad, it's usually either like very much being in love with someone, or like the heartbreak of love finishing in some way. And this is like this edge right before I think actually committing to like a full-on relationship. Like this might have been something that was between these two people before this moment, but it feels like you're on that edge of like, do we fall and see what happens? Or like, you know, like, and that seems to be what like I use messages is like, I want to fall. And we always say like falling in love, like wanting to take the chance and having it be this like, you know, earth falling out from under you, your heart in your stomach kind of like dropping feeling that can happen when you take that risk, but maybe it'll turn out the way that it's supposed to, right? Like it has this, I don't know, this like sadness of the knowing that there's the potential for an end, but like this also this like kind of giddiness of let's see what happens. Like it's this weird mixture of all those emotions that I think is part of what Into the Emotions is, that you're just kind of rapidly switching between all of these different things. She sounds so beautiful though. I think that's my favorite part. Oh, okay. I love the like film you with my eyes of like trying to capture the whole moment. I love that line. I also love that she had like this build up into this very, very soft vocal. Again, that fragility of like, will you go on this journey with me? Like, will you come and find out what'll happen? Like, you know, courageously is the word that she seems to be using of like, will you take the chance with me? Because I want to. And like having that fragility of admitting that or asking that or opening yourself up to a refusal, right? Like this is just an asking of like, do you want to go on this journey? Do you want to take this chance? Do you want to find out what happens with me? The other person could say no. They can refuse. They can say like, I actually don't think that what I feel for you is worth taking the chance for. So the way that her voice is becoming so much lighter and more fragile in that moment just fits so perfectly with the line. Oh, that right there of like lover and ruiner. Like you have that power of both. Oh my gosh. Okay, she put like a little bit of rasp into her voice, but in there when she finishes love, you could hear like a little bit of a breath, almost like when someone's like crying and they like take that breath in. Oh my god, like usually you would edit something like that out, but they left it in. Like build up, fall off. Breath. Oh my god. I think I had shivers through like that whole thing. Like that was such a gorgeous song and heartbreaking, and like I don't even know what the end of the story is, because we had the one line where it said like destroy me ruiner was one of the lines, and I was like, oh no, it feels like I said in that moment of asking, do you want to take a chance on this with me, that the person said no, but then you have this like love wins all, which makes me feel like maybe love won in the end, but then you have that like sad breath at the end where it seems like she's crying. So it's almost like, I don't know, maybe there's like some like irony to it of saying like in the stories, most of the time with love stories or fairy tales or whatever, love does win all. You know, love is the thing that wins in the end and conquers everything, and nothing can interfere with that. And maybe there was that didn't turn out for her, right? Like she was like, oh, if I love this person enough, if I feel strongly enough, then it has to work out, because those are the stories. That's what people say. They say like love is one of the strongest things in the world, and it wasn't enough to make this person stay or to take the chance or to change the circumstances that would make it not work. I don't know. There's an MV. I'm not ready. Oh my gosh. Why did you want this from me? Why are you putting me through this? Okay, let's, I guess, watch the music video. I'm gonna not be okay during this. I'm just gonna put that out right now. Between IU and V. Oh no, it's longer than the song. There's a story plot, isn't there? Oh no. Okay, it's fine. I'm fine. Fine. Okay, sure. What are we running from? Hello? What is the mysterious or cube? What does the cube mean? This seems a little apocalyptic. He seems more scared than her. Oh, see, that makes me sad. I have a feeling I know what that's in reference to. Also, is he blind in one eye?
Dearest darling, my universe, 날 데려가 줄래? 나의 가난한 상상력으론 떠올릴 수 없는 곳으로 저기 멀리 from Earth to Mars 꼭
Oh?
같이
She's not
그곳이 어디든
scratched up anymore? He's not either? And his eye is better. Oh, okay, I'm like I'm like absorbed with the story that I just realized like I haven't really paused and given thoughts. Interesting. So there's like a apocalyptic thing happening. I'm assuming the cube is in charge of finding people that aren't, I don't know, that are around. Is it all humans are gone? We had the pile of clothes, which tells me that probably a lot of people died, probably all at once in a very tragic event. I'm assuming the cube is there to reinforce whatever happened as part of whatever tragic event happened. We have the V, I keep wanting to call him Tay, but you probably know who I'm talking about, but has blinded in the one eye. Is that something that happened because of the event? We also have IU kind of gesturing. I don't know if that's because they're trying to stay quiet or if that's how she communicates. I'm not sure. Is that something that happened because of whatever apocalyptic event happened? Or is it something that they were born with? Is that part of the reason that they're being hunted down? I don't know. But then going through the camera, they don't have the scratches. V's eye is not, he's not blinded in it anymore. So that makes me think that it's almost like a what if, like an alternate path if like this awful event didn't happen. I don't know. She has a lip ring too. Does that mean something? Oh, her little smile. Oh. Is she signing? Oh, cutie. Oh, there's other people. Well, that's just rude. You can't just take people's food. Causing havoc. Why though? Okay, so like she seems to be signing in some way. So is she hard of hearing in some way? Part of the event that happened or born with? Because it feels like maybe she was doing it even in like the camera world. I can't remember now. Aw, cutie. I'm trying to think of all the details. Okay, no, she's the cuts there. That's adorable though. Look at the ratio change too. So it's almost like they can see it without the camera. They can picture the what ifs. You straight up pushed somebody over, like. Oh. Why are they so adorable together? Oh. The like fantasy versus the reality. Well, why are we just causing a mess? Oh, okay. I just like was getting to the point where like I was emotional because I'm like, they look so happy and so cute. And then we have this like cube showed up to wreck it. Like the lighting changed. We have like this very warm lighting in all of these like alternative realities, I guess, shots as opposed to when they're in like the reality, I guess. And like even like the pictures there where it was like in their fantasy they can picture all of these, like they can picture it as better than it is, but then like the pictures show the reality of it. It's just like, it's so like there's no like actual evidence of like that happier alternative to what's happening. I'm getting emotional. I feel like we're getting to the, I was like emotional because I'm like, look at them being so happy, and now I feel like it's not gonna be happy. I feel like something bad's gonna happen. Like they're so happy, and then the lighting changes. They're still in the fantasy though. Like this is the reality where they're all beat up. So that makes me think like, because they had that moment where they could see the cube and they acknowledged that it was there and they were in kind of their fantasy still, that it's almost like this was what they had before. Like they had moments like this prior to this moment. I don't know if it was them like getting married or whatever, but they had moments similar to what they're envisioning before whatever happened. And then whatever this cube is connected to is what's causing everything to happen. Because it almost feels like them still being in like this kind of fantasy version of themselves while knowing that the cube is there is like a crossover of like that moment when whatever like catastrophic event happened. I'm focusing so much on the plot right now. I'm glad I listened to the song first because I wouldn't have paid attention enough. Oh no, what's that? Locked? See, like, okay, IU's character seems to be far more like initiative and seems to be far more of like a fighter than V's, which I find interesting. Like he here, seeing that the way was blocked, seemed far more inclined to like give up than I used it, where she's like immediately like, okay, new route. Even before where she was like, let's go over there, let's check this out. She's the one who picked up the camera, and he seems far more reserved and scared and holding back, a little more defeated, which interesting dynamic. I like that she's the one taking charge though.
나와 함께 겁 없이 점을 안 술래
See, he seems far more inclined to give up there, but she's like, nah, keep moving. Oh, there's a bunch. Oh dear. See, she's got herself a weapon and everything. Whereas seems like he's... Oh no, okay. I was like, maybe he's like taking it away from her so that he's like, don't fight it because it will work. But instead he's like, no, me instead. Oh no. Oh no, it's changing color. What are we doing? He seems to have changed his expression. What does the red mean? Can't be good. There's like a steam or something. What's happening? Because he seems to have changed his facial expression. I was just talking about how he seems more like reserved and kind of like scared by the whole situation, but he doesn't hear. And then we're having this like, I don't know, steam mist thing. So what does the red mean? Is it turning him? What's going on? You can't separate them. I'm already invested. It's been 4.5 minutes and I'm like, they will live happily ever after. She's covering his like the eye that he can see in too, so he can't see what's happening. Oh, it reflected in her eye, though. The, like, low battery, too. Are they being taken away? Did they get, like, incinerated or something? And they're added to the pile. Oh, no. Are we just ending there? Is that it? Dang it! I knew it would make me cry, but I was not ready for it to make me like, okay, we're gonna take 5, okay? We're gonna take a short intermission. So we've had a good cry. Look, I was like invested in the story. I was like, I know people are talking about how this one got them. And then the last like few seconds where I was just like, okay. And just like cried, like full on cried. Wow. Like, and it just like welled up in me all at once because I was so invested in like their story and everything. And like, I think it was such a good mixture of showing them in this like alternative where they were happy and together and just like playing around and very carefree, and then them being this very like high stress situation, because it made you like committed to the idea of them getting their happily ever after, right? Like it made you commit to them getting that happy moment, those happy alternative place, right? And then just seeing how there were all of these like cube things around and how destroyed the world looked and how hopeless it felt. And for me, it was IU's character covering these like one good eye, so like he couldn't see what was about to happen, that like got me. And I think that might have been why his expression changed, is like he couldn't see what was happening and he was kind of reconciling himself. What's about to happen? Oh my god, I'm about to cry again. I'm like talking my way into tears. It's fine. But it was really like the clothes like landing on the pile with the rest of them that just like got me, that it's like this is something that's happened over and over and over again. And they just wanted to be happy. They just wanted to go to a dinner together and cause some mayhem and get married and be happy. And everything just was torn away from them. Like, and I know it's fiction, but it got me. Oh my goodness. Like it was, I want to like tear apart the story more and like figure out what's happening. I just have like tissues in my hand because we were crying, okay? Gorgeous song. I wasn't even paying attention to the song really while watching the MV, so I'm actually really happy I listened to the song first because I could appreciate how beautiful it was. before getting promptly distracted by all of the plot happening in the MV. It was like a whole TV series condensed into like 5.5 minutes. And that is a feat in and of itself. Like for me to be that committed into them as characters and their relationship, it was like 4.5 minutes and I was like, no, they have to be happy. And I know part of that is because I know IU and I know V, so like I already have a certain amount of emotional attachment to them. But wow, just like getting that much of a reaction from me in such a short span of time. And part of me is like, I want to know more of the story. And part of me is like, I don't want to know more of the story. Because if that's how it ends, I'm not ready. It's like, I just get emotional again. But I don't know why y'all put me through that. Gorgeous song, devastating music video. But I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me. Let me know all of your thoughts down below about this one. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.